Hunt. Yeah, we got the meal. Haha. This might be enough to heal us, actually. Maybe not. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. That was kind of shit, even. Saving.
Charge!
Of course, I was attacked while I'm thinking.
Could be worse. It will be. Definitely will be.
There's nothing in the wolf, but I might be able to skin it. Yeah! Okay. Let's resume. Save.
Valerie, your embroidery is always so beautiful. I just can't take my eyes off your designs. Even the patches on your clothes are always special. I could never do anything like that, even with the help of magic.
Oh, it's nothing special. I never mean to do anything ornate. I just need to keep my hands busy sometimes.
We failed the meal. That's fine though. Everybody's healed up. We're good to go. Hey, Akiran, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy?
It is done.
Let's save up. Yep, we're good. Well, join the club. I'm not a morning person at all. It's 11, and I woke up at around 9:30, and even then, it was too soon for me. Coffee, though. Coffee is your friend. One of these days, I'll be sponsored by a coffee place. I would love to. It's like the one thing. There's two things that I really want to be sponsored by. Because, you know, there's a lot of people that get sponsored by, you know, a bunch of different things. But I would love to get sponsored by beef jerky and coffee. Because these are two of my favorite things. So, let's go down here and see what's up with that. I'm curious. That's what it's safe. Look at that. Everybody's doing great. Oh,
It is done.
How's our XP going? Not bad, actually. Wow. I mean, she's pretty far. She's literally just leveled up. But everybody else is doing pretty darn good, man. Look at that shit. Loving it. Oh, wouldn't that be great? That would be amazing. Oh, man.
No stopping now.
That, or I'll just make my own. I'll buy like a dehydrator and I'll just like do my own beef jerky.
Onwards.
Oh, mites! Haha! More friends. Love it. The mites have nailed window frames to the cave walls. There are landscapes painted behind some of them. Oh man, they're awesome. Oh, some of that. Cool, cool, cool. I would say definitely more like PoE. Pillars of Eternity. Definitely. Take Pillars of Eternity and make it harder. By a mile. It's this game. If you play on hard. Oh, Shepherd Spy. Oh, we just got a new recipe, guys. Yes. So, you know how Pillars is inspired by the Dungeons and Dragons rulebook? It's not it. They changed a whole ton of it. But it's inspired by. This one is almost to the T, the Pathfinder rulebook. So it's like they very slightly altered some things. So yeah, it's pretty it's pretty intense. I'm playing on purpose on a very unforgiving difficulty. Hard difficulty in this game is a biatch. Like it's really stupid hard. There are supposedly at least 5 acts in the game, so 5 chapters, including the prologue. I'm, as far as I know, in Act 1. I'm not sure, but I think I'm in Act 1. I got 54 deaths. Turn-based. Well, no, it's free flow. Free flow with pause. So exactly the same combat system as Pillars of Eternity. Same thing. You can pause if you want to, or you can just leave it going. But it's yeah, it's not turn-based like Divinity. Divinity is very turn-based. This game is not. It's really Pillars of Eternity. And I'm not a Pathfinder player. I've played Dungeons and Dragons, but I've never played Pathfinder before, like even the pen and paper game. So this is like all the rule sets are pretty similar to Dungeons and Dragons, but there's some differences. Luckily for me, apparently Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition is not too far. Like it's pretty far, but it's not too far from what Pathfinder is in terms of rule set. If I had, well, I did play back in the day Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition. That one was a lot closer even to Pathfinder. Pathfinder is, I've been told, is essentially Dungeons and Dragons 3.75 edition is what Pathfinder is. Potatoes. Sweet. Oh yeah, man, you should definitely give it a shot. The story's great. Like you know, like in Pillars, your alignments in the game don't change much. Like your alignment, you pick something, but it's, you know, it varies a little bit. It will change as part of gameplay, but it's not that big of a deal. This one though, it matters a whole lot. Like people would just straight up leave your group if you're like on opposite end of the spectrum. Because they don't agree with you, and they'll tell you, they'll literally tell you you're shit. So yeah, and I'm doing on purpose. So these are the alignment shifts. So as you can see, like there's a few things I did that impacted my my setting. Eventually, after a while, it will definitely switch to something else if I'm not careful. The only thing though is on purpose, I'm hiding all alignment shifts. So I'm seeing them once they're done. Like once I took a decision, it's too late. It's done. I see the result, but I've hidden it from the choices in the dialogue, which means I'm role playing my character more. So I'm going with what I think is right, but I might actually not be able to you know, keep lawful good. Yes, Akaran, yes. If I lose lawful good, I can no longer level up as a paladin ever until I return to lawful good. As far as I know, if I end up being straight up evil, I don't even have my powers anymore. But I know for a fact that if I'm no longer lawful good, let's say I'm neutral good or lawful neutral or something, I straight up no longer am a paladin. Like I that's it. So I have like 3 level of paladin, let's say for now. If in 5 minutes I switch to neutral good, I can no longer level up paladin ever until I reach that again. So I'll have to pick another class. So that's why it's super important, and that's why it's even harder on me, because I've hidden the stuff, right? So I don't know. Like I can't be strategic and be always ensuring the lawful good answer. I have to go with what I think is lawful good, and sometimes it's not.
It is done.
Which honestly makes the game more interesting to me. I don't think it would be as cool if I were to always know in advance. Like I'm really like making it harder on myself on purpose, but it's better that way. I feel like I like role playing my stuff too, and I kept people around me that all are closer to that. So see, like she's lawful neutral. So at least we're both lawful, so we don't clash too much. She's chaotic neutral, so we clash sometimes, but it's not too bad. He's also chaotic neutral, so they go along very well. She's chaotic good, which again we don't clash too often. It's pretty okay. And she's also chaotic good. I do have a character in my party that I could have that is chaotic evil. I'm not bringing him with me because we won't align basically ever. Like we'll always like clash in dialogues and stuff, and to me like it's more like, why would my Paladin, knowing, I mean she wouldn't know his alignment, but she would know what kind of person that is. There's no way she would bring him with her. And there's some cool stuff too, like I'm a Paladin of Yamade, and Yamade, I don't know, you probably know from you know, pen and paper Pathfinder, but she's like the sword of justice and or whatever. And so I took her as my divinity, or him. I don't know if it's a her or him. I think it's a her. And in one of the dialogue choices, at some point, I could spare a woman, or because she did very evil things. She was a slaver, so I could have spared her. I could have killed her. And I had various different options. Like one option was to straight up spare her. There were few different options to have somebody else kill her, me killing her, and like a bunch of different things. And one of the options, which I thought was super cool, like it said straight up said like, you know, like Yamade cannot suffer such evil or whatever, and I could straight up kill her using that choice, which I did. Which was a lawful good choice because it's my deity, and that was super great. Like I really felt like, yeah, like I'm role playing my character right now. That is what a lawful good Paladin of Yamade would have done, and yeah, it was super fun. Also, Akaran, if you're not still on the fence on buying the game or not, or if you know, you can see my whole playthrough. It's all on YouTube. So you know, up to almost where we are right now, so you can see the whole thing. And also, if you really want to buy it, check up where it's sold the cheapest. But if you want to support the channel, you can buy it using my link. So exclamation point Pathfinder in chat. That will give you the link to my Humble Bundle partner thing. And that supports me directly because it gives me a bit of like $1 or $2 off of purchases. And that way it allows me to, like, after a while, I get like I accumulate all of those, and eventually, like, I'll have enough to get like a free game, so I can stream more games for you guys. But yeah, and Emilowitz, honestly, and hey, by the way, man, I'm doing super well. I don't think I'm gonna get Fallout 76. The more I see gameplay of it, the less I'm interested in. Like every day, I'm getting less and less and less interested in Fallout 76. It just don't seem like a game for me. Like, here's what I love about a RPG. I love the story. I love the NPCs. I love the overall, like, the fact that the world feels alive. And so far, from what I've been told, is there's no NPCs, so there's no story there. The very few bits of story that are in the game are pretty lackluster from what I've seen from basically everybody that's talking about it. And the third thing is the world feels apparently lifeless and empty. So this is like the three things that I'm looking the most forward to in an RPG that are not even present in this game. So it's really more like Conan Exiles, but with a Fallout 76 Fallout paint on it. Is what it is. It's literally just a survival game with multiplayer, and that's it. There's very few story, very few things.
Onwards.
To me, that's not what a Fallout game is. So I'm not sure I want to vote with my money on that. I don't know. Like, it's weird to me. I was really excited at first. Like, it looked super good. But the more I read about it, the less interested I became. So, unless, like, I'm massively wrong, and that was just because it was the beta, then I might change my mind. But from what I understand is that there are never going to be any NPCs. There's never going to be any real story told. So that's two things that scare me a little bit about the game. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a Fallout game. It feels like a cash out. And in the game, the way you level up, apparently, there's like you get cards, right? And you put cards, and those gives you like abilities and stuff. But they're also card packs. And what I'm afraid of is that right now they're saying that there's never going to be a card pack that you can buy with money. I'm willing to bet that at some point, depending on how well this game performs, they'll put in like premium packs, premium card packs that you'll have to buy with money to get better cards. And if that's ever the case, then yeah, I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be spending any money on that. I don't wanna. Okay, there's a door here, but we can't even open it. I thought we could. I poke old Sycamore and Queen say bad. Me punish now. Well, okay. Right. So by going here, essentially, I don't want to go here. I want to go here. Because I have to go all the way around and go back into this room. And here there's a lot more people to fight. And eventually I have to go back up there and here and then fight more. The card thing is kind of weird. Also, they really ripped part of Fallout like gameplay out of the game. Like Vats, for example, is like a shadow of its former self. There's all those things that I'm not sure about. Like I would have preferred if they kept the whole Fallout 4 formula, and not because Fallout 4 is my favorite, but like if you really wanted to keep the Fallout 4 formula going, I would have kept it as a single player game with co-op, so you can play with maybe one or two other friends, and made a whole game around that. So like an actual Fallout game, just that you can play with 2 or 3 people, or 4 if you really want to go 4. You know, like that way, what they could have done for Vats, for example, it could still freeze the game. Like it could be like a thing where like every player in your party, every time you're fighting enemies and you're doing shit, it fills up the bar for the whole party. And at some point, somebody can start it. It freezes the game for everybody. Everybody picks a body part that they want to shoot at, and then it spends it for everybody at once. That would have been so much better than what we have right now in Fallout 76, which is it just like it slows down time a tiny bit, not even like by that much, and it's just an auto target, so you don't have to aim or anything. You just click to shoot, and your guy will automatically hit the target. That's it. There's no strategy involved. There's no nothing. It's just like that's what it does. Yeah, but you make it balance. You know, like like everybody does damage, but like you can hit like different enemies and stuff. Like I don't know. There could be a way to make it work. I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. Scale the difficulty, and it would be fine. I guess the more people you have in your party, the more HP the enemy has, or the lower the percentage to hit is, but you can still make it work, I'm sure. They're just not doing it. They chose a different path, but that's the way I would have done it. And I think it would have been better, and I think it would have been like a better game too. Because right now it just feels like a shell, like an empty shell, a massive open world with nothing in it. And all you have to do is just keep drinking and eating to not die. I don't know. It's I don't know. You can be excited all you want. Like it's great. Like if you're excited about the game, maybe I'm super wrong. Maybe the game is amazing, but it doesn't tick the boxes for what I like an RPG to be. Okay, combat. Let's go. Nope. Don't you cast that, bro? I don't need that right now. You can do that though. That's fine. Boom. little bit more of him. Go for a heal.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Keep going. Keep at it. Keep at it. Oh, it's dead. Woo! Nope, I didn't want that. Shit. I'll drop it. It's too heavy for the price it gives me in the end. Yeah. I'm hearing fights.
Who will prevail? Does it?
Oh boy.
Tear them apart! I won't give up.
Wow, bro. She can't rage right now. Already blessed. So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do that instead. Well, actually, cast that on that. I'm dead. I got dead. It's definitely a lot more strategic. Like, you have to, well, depends on what difficulty you play, I guess. Here's the difficulty levels. You have story, which is super easy, like very easy. Then you have easy, normal, challenging, hard, and unfair, which I'm not playing at. So art isn't even the hardest difficulty, and it's really hard. Like, see, we died 55 times so far. That's how rough this is. Okay, not that I know there's enemies that way. I'm not gonna take any chances. We're gonna give you a heal.
Adventures await.
I'm also gonna give you like a bunch of lay on hands. Would be great if I didn't roll like. There we go. Okay, like a stupid. I'm on hard. I'm on hard. This is hard. This is not unfair. The deck color is not part of the game. No, this is my own design. My own addition to the stream. Yeah, it's Tear
them apart!
Repent.
Whoa, bro. Well, no, just do that. Yeah, just cast it on yourself. Are you able to heal me fast enough? If not, I'll ask her to heal me. That's fine too. Oh, you know what? No, cast that here.
I won't give up.
Of course, that's a freaking miss. Get it going. Go, girl.
The end.
Lost.
Yeah, she's still tired. That's not good. I should have perhaps waited on that. You know what, girl? That's probably another wipe.
This will survive. I always survive.
I die free.
Yeah, that's a wipe. That is a wipe. 56 stats. Jesus Christ. Oh man, it's so hard. See, the thing is, I'm running at a disadvantage because I don't have my rage ready to go. She's fatigued still for like 46 seconds, which means she also gets a minus to strength. So I'm gonna wait. That's how we're gonna manage this. I have to wait until she's not fatigued anymore. She might not be able to rage because she only has like one turn of rage, but at least she won't have the -2 to strength. And Dex.
Here.
I'm also gonna try and position her so she can do a little bit of color sprays.
Anything is possible.
We're gonna start casting Hideous Laughter right off the bat, and maybe some Ear Piercing Screams. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I'll do a lot more casting this turn. Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. I know how to do this. That's how we're gonna do it.
Don't hesitate.
Can you go here? No. Oh, I died instantly.
Keep this up much longer.
We hit one, but not both. Still try to get her. Try to Hideous Laughter the caster, please.
Kill me! I'll survive. I always survive.
I also failed both of my Hideous Laughter like 3 times almost. Gotcha, Ibilowitz. Gotcha, man. So I had a bad start also. That's my bad. And I'm gonna save after the fact that she's fatigued. That way, if I have to reload, I'm gonna have to wait another like 45 seconds. Because now that's done, I have to wait again. I wasn't prepped. Like, I forgot to press pause when I charged, and that fucked up the whole thing. So what I think we're gonna do instead is we're gonna position ourselves here. That way we can both charge the Flame Shaman. As soon as he's not fatigued anymore. Oh yeah, Unfair is even worse. Unfair, I can't even do the 3rd fight in the tutorial. Because in Unfair difficulty, whenever people hit you, it's double damage. On top of being like, you know, having all the bonuses that the enemy has to hit you more often in hard, on top of it, in Unfair, it's double damage. So let's say that the person crits you for 20, it crits you for 40. When you're starting the game, you have like 10 HP. You're getting crit for 40 damage. All the time. It's ridiculous. Like, it's just so dumb. Like, I would be up to like 500 death and still probably would be in the tutorial area. That's how insane it is. Some people manage it. The thing though is with Unfair is it's poorly balanced in my opinion. Whereas if you make very specific type of characters, you might be able to survive and do it. But you need to do a very specific build to be able to do it. So